Welcome to another edition of Colony News here on Hyper RPG. I'm your host, Mason Garlack. We have a very special show for you today because Nathan Weissman is on vacation. And therefore, I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. So, chat, without further ado, I thought I'd bring you up to speed with what's going on here at Hyper RPG and Death from Above. Let's step one. Step one is that we are going to modify the show over time, thanks to all of your feedback. And so I thought I'd take this moment to get some feedback from you. I am not drunk on power yet, I'm just drunk. Now cut that out. All right, so then, what I'm interested in hearing from you in greeting Commander Dunsile is what do you like about the show and what would you like us to improve over time? I'm looking at your phone calls right now, 591-ROCK, 591-ROLL. Hit me with something. What do you got here? Oh, God. No one important in the office. The inmates are running the asylum. I can either confirm or deny that's the way that harebrained schemes work, but what the hell? Trolling my ass. You got nothing. And yes, when Zach's away, I do whatever the hell I want. God bless America. Anyway, so some of the things we're thinking about, by the way, are evolving the show over time and adding more time to the Friday shows for more role-playing. I'd love to hear what you think about that. I would drink straight from the bottle, but it's got a label on it, so, you know, we don't have any sponsors yet. But if you are an alcohol or cigar sponsor and you'd like to be part of the show, write to me, Mason Garlack at Garlack.com. You like the RPG missions on Tuesday, okay? Like, see, more ejections to preserve mechs. If I eject, they won't shoot at my expensive piece of... Oh, so he wants to eject. All right, I'm interested in that. That's cool. Nemesis arrived for... Oh... While we have a Nemesis arrives, we've got a Nemesis, pal. You just wait. All right, more role-playing is always good. Yeah, so we're thinking of expanding. And by the way, repeat these things for me every once in a while, will you? But yeah, we're thinking of expanding the role-playing session on Fridays, and maybe even reducing the role-playing earlier in the week to really put all our effort into one show. What do you think of that? Ejection mechanic, all right, I'm gonna stream. I'm waiting for you guys to do that while I get caught up. Let's see. Yeah, more time on Friday is good. Drawn out battles, maybe so, but again, more RP. Of course, there's a show tonight. We're having Death from Above tonight. This is Colony News, and the guy who usually hosts it is out, so I'm doing whatever the hell I want. I like continuing storylines. Tyler's role-playing of villains on Fridays. Looking forward to the cast getting more comfortable with role-playing. Yeah, me too. So am I. I'm looking forward to role-playing my own shit. Love the idea of more role-playing on Fridays. Honestly, I couldn't keep up time-wise with longer Friday. But if you didn't have Tuesday and did have Friday, then it would be easier to keep up, wouldn't it? AJ would be too tired from work. Oh, let me tell you something. That's what we're dealing with right now. This is called resource management, kids. And Tyler, who's the GM of the show, of course, has a day job, as does AJ, as does Connor. As far as Valravon or Diva, well, they may have day jobs, but they don't work for me. Long-time watcher, first-time typer, thank you. Any chance of the Marauders getting more dragons? Here, they're the most beautiful mech. You know what I want for the Marauders? A Marauder. Huh? Sound good? Can I get a hell yeah? Oh, wait. What else we got here? Side tables for rolling dice. Listening, what else we got? More RP on Fridays, before or after. You got it. Love the show format. Bless your heart. 2 RP sessions and 1 battle session. That possible time-wise? Absolutely not. I negate that completely. Bah. So much for your feedback. What else we got? Oh, hell yes. Now they're coming in. Bless your heart. What else we got here? To be fair, AJ has always said you're a pretty good boss. Unfortunately, he has the run of the place, but it's hard to get his stink off of stuff, if you know what I'm saying. What else? I think asking about if they should be more RP on Friday is biased. Asking on Tuesday. Hang on. Those that like the RP tune on. All right, keep going. Mixing things up is good. I like mixing. How would you mix things up, huh? What else would you do that we're not doing on the show? Dice for the Marauders. You know, we try and keep him isolated. Unfortunately, he has the run of the place, but it's hard to get his stink off of stuff, if you know what I'm saying. What else? I think asking about if they should be more RP on Friday is biased. asking on Tuesday. Hang on. Those that like the RP tune on. All right, keep going. Mixing things up is good. I like mixing. How would you mix things up, huh? What else would you do that we're not doing on the show? I think that's interesting. From a role-playing point of view or a tabletop point of view, anything you want. I'm interested in hearing all of it. You like the chalkboard? Good. Ton of dice on order to be sent in. All right, we're gonna. I can't read that. God damn it, man. Sorry, pal, I lost it. But you have dice you're sending in. We have to keep those quarantined so that the Overlord's grubby mitts don't touch him because he'll infect him. I agree. What else we got here? More PC game moving into the tabletop side. Interesting. I'm interested in that. What more from the PC game moving into the tabletop side are you looking for? What about George? Let's see. Do a play-by-play video of a match. That is amusing. If we ever get to Solaris 7, maybe we could have him do that. I like that idea. What's up with you and Shiawase? You know, Shiawase, I gotta tell you, they have a bone to pick with me that I just don't get. I'm a sweetheart of a man. They shouldn't dick with me the way they're doing it, but that's the way it is. Prefer it twice a week. Yeah, I know, but they're getting tired as hell. Preparing for 2 shows while making a video game, 2 video games, hard as hell. Maybe get Solaris 7 duels. I like that. Wait a minute, Dunsale. Holy crap, he wrote a whole thing here. What's that? More time on a single weekend evening for a fellow with family and day job, make it difficult. Maybe some mix of Battletech and Tuesday show. I see, mix it up. I get it. More backstory on the characters is coming out soon, you'll see. Joe, did you get too lazy to... Well, that's Joe's problem. I can't account for that kid. We need more money for Mason's Marauders. Shiawase should accept their elders. What are you saying? I'm elder? We don't know who they are. A lot of what they're asking is because Zach mentioned he needed more time to push in the 2 new games. Valiant, yeah, I want that Valiant game on days. So looking how they can reschedule. You know, they're scheduling, and then there's the whole, holy crap, doing 2 shows a week while making video games is really hard, to be honest. But I want to make this a real quality show. I know Tyler Adariel does too. It is Shadow is getting a How to Play video series. Any plans on doing the same for Battletech? You know, the truth is, I don't know who made those How to Play videos, but if the same person wants to talk to us about Death from Above, we want to talk to them. What if we got Lord Garrelak more whiskey? Can I get an amen for that one? Should I name brands or what? Hang on a minute. All right, whatever. 1 or 2 role-playing sessions sounds good. What if we gave up on a tabletop session one week and only role-played? All right. Oh, Diva staying with the show? Yeah, she's staying with the show, no problem. She's just in Sweden or somewhere like that on her day job. There we go. We testify. Lauren did the Shadowrun videos. Did she really? Does she have a day job? You prefer one great show. See, that's the way I feel about it. Because you know what I always say? Bless you, darling. Focus equals quality. Focusing on one show means a better show. That's the way I see it. By the way, that's why I had kids, so that they could bring me more bottles. Oh, no. Oh, you need your pew-pew every week. Okay, so keep that tabletop in there. Let's see. Since DFA sometimes runs short on Tuesday and Friday, I'd consider them to be RP Battle on Fridays would work well. All right, thank you, White Rabbit, and nice to hear from you. Mitch, Zach made those Shadowrun videos. I heard Lauren made those videos. I don't want to talk to Zach. I know Zach in person. You think I want to spend more time with him? Please. Lord Commander needs a mech and join the battles once in a while. Amen to that. I feel like shooting some shit. Good. Lauren's a teacher for special needs kids. Oh, my goodness. I didn't know that. Well, and she's doing Lord's work, isn't she? What else we got here? I personally like the RP stuff. Man, this is scrolling fast and I can keep track of. It sounds like too many hours. Thanks, Emily, for bringing more whiskey. You know, I've always liked her, and I believe that's why I conceived her. I want to say of her, but it's actually just conceived her. Can we get someone more experienced with Battletech to be the enemy? Absolutely. We're looking at a couple of people. We're just rolling them out at the right time. Randall Bills, for example, who is in charge of Battletech. He's dying to be one. And also, you know who else I want is Brent, whose last name escapes me because I've been tipping him. But Brent's the art director at Catalyst. He'd be a great villain, too. Lots of good energy from him. Like the way tabletop RPGs and they're the best 70% role-playing and the rest combat. With BattleTech, it works better than something like D&D or Shadowrun. I agree. You like the mix? Oh crap! That came out of my gut.
What's wrong with you?
What do you mean? What's wrong with
What's
me?
wrong with you?
Because I'm talking about conceiving you.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me? You want to say something to the folks at home? Come on, scream with Daddy.
No.
What do you mean? What's wrong with me? Should I tell you the exact details of how Emily was conceived? I'm willing to. There. That shouldn't stick your mouth in here, should you? Randall, yeah, goodbye, Marauder. I know, that's why we're saving them. The monocle that I sent, zoom at 5x, or do I need to try? All right, so here, I have the monocle right here. I'd like to show it to you. I've tried to use it, and it is nigh on impossible. Here's why. First of all, I look like a doof. But more than that, it's so big, I have to put it right next to the thing in order to read anything. It's like not having one. Uh-oh, here she is.
If you want more of this, tune in on Friday at 1 p.m. for Rabbit Stew, because we're hosting together.
It's the Gittleman Takeover of Rabbit
For some
Stew.
reason, I agreed to this.
Yeah, we should call it Rabbi Stew, just that one day.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to dress like a rabbi.
I think it's in the calendar as Gittlemania.
Gittlemania! And then, oh, by the way, tomorrow, I should point out, and let me pimp, if I will. Tomorrow, I will be co-hosting Rabbit Stew with Scott Shukin. Did I say that wrong? I may have had a couple too many. I'm co-hosting Rabbi Stew tomorrow with Scott Shukin, and we're going to be talking about comic books. And then, in the second half of Rabbi Stew, I'm going to be hosting the BattleTech video game Q&A. Gittlemania sounds more enjoyable. I agree with that. All right, Rabbi Stew, please. Well, we'll see what I can do. So, I'm going to read some more because I just talked a lot. You need to take Friday off. Well, you know what? I cannot suggest, Rabid Wombat 442, what you do with your free time, but it sounds like time well spoken. Given a Warhammer and a Marauder, which would the Lord Commander choose? You know, I gotta be honest. First of all, the Warhammer could take two in the cockpit. I don't like company that way on the battlefield. And the Marauder's got a big, long gesprocker, and that appeals to the Lord Commander. I'm sure you can understand that. Can you reveal what mechs we're gonna see in the game? Do you mean Death from Above or BattleTech? The video game by Harebrained Schemes, my company. You gotta clarify that, Caporas. Sorry about that, I butchered you, and I apologize. We need Lord Commander to join more roleplay sessions. Oh, you know what? I get off screen occasionally during the roleplay sessions to make sure other people have more airtime. That's just me being a good sport. Will we see Stackpole, like was mentioned? Nah, he lives somewhere in the Midwest, and getting him out here is probably not going to happen, just honestly. BattleTech, the video game. We could talk about that tomorrow on the Q&A session, and that will be rebroadcast later. Let's see what we got here. Single good show, switch it up between RP and Wargaming. Yeah, I like that idea. Lord Commander, have you considered Skyping in community members to DFA with scripted messages? I have not, Commander Dunsale, but I am willing to entertain the idea. Lord Commander seems to be a battle master pilot to me. I respect what you're saying. I may have mixed those two mechs up. Now let's see. I know a little out of timeline, but favorite clan mech? Oh, all right. Listen. When it comes to the clan mech, for me, it's only one, and that's the Timberwolf, and that's just what it is. Of course, we don't call it Timberwolf in clan territory, but you get the idea. Let's see. I need a Cyclops. Yeah, that's very amusing. Don't tell me where you live. I may come see you. What else we got here? Adding entries for mechs used, like technical readouts for those familiar with the game. Oh, I see. I like that for Colony News. We can do some of that, right? We can bring in technical readouts and talk about individual mechs and stuff, their strengths and weaknesses, and don't anybody come in here and tell me not to hit the microphone. I know. What else? More Lord Commander the week? Our cup of Manischewitz runneth over. Yeah, oh, this week. Yeah, maybe I should spew some Manischewitz tomorrow. By the way, that is the swilliest of swills, and I don't recommend it to any of you young mech warriors at home. More Lord Commander during both RP and fights. Damn hilarious. Well, bless your heart. I appreciate that very much. And by the way, there is a tip jar that goes just to me. Anyway, you were playing Mech Commander 2 before the show. Is there anything you want to steal from Mech Commander 1 and Mech Commander 2 and have it in BattleTech? Yes, I'm just not going to comment on exactly what, but I have put in my 2 cents on that. You should set up secret moves with your team so then you can say something like, execute case Nebuloposaur. Yeah, how about just attack formation Delta? How about that? Let's see. How has the DFA show helped troubleshoot rules and interactions with new HBS Battletech game? I gotta tell you, using the new turn order on the game, yeah, I know I hit the damn microphone again. Nobody come in here. I like the new turn order, and I think playing it out here has really given us even more confidence than playing it in the video game. I'm digging it a lot. More Commando, more Urban Mech. You hit me in a soft spot. I love the Irby. I gotta tell you, I put it in Mech Commander 2. And why did I put it in Mech Commander 2? Because y'all asked for it. And no, I'll never get into an Irby. Do I look like R2-D2 to you? Where were we? You can make the host and the guest dance. I'm not gonna take that piece of feedback. More to steal. At some point, there are plans to show the damage readouts. Yeah, oh yeah, I get it. Yeah, let's hope for it. Infantry is a real benefit to TSA. Won't it be great for Battletech too? Tune in tomorrow to hear more about that. That tip jar is overflowing with whiskey. From your mouth to my ears. Or my mouth. Your mouth to my mouth. Never mind. Let's see. What else we got here? Do you really want us to answer that? Let's move on. That Irby you all fought was pretty badass, though. I think an entire Irby Lance would be fun to fight, don't you? Yeah, I know I read the bot. Leave me alone. Derpy Irby. Ew. Lol. Come on. Mouth to run whiskey. That would be kissing. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I did spend some time in prison, after all. Have you noticed anything you want from the mech games, like front mission games, that would work? Not that I can talk about here. You know why? I haven't really thought about it much. All right, where were we? I have always found that having players stand for the whole session makes the show feel a little stiff. You know, they've been talking about sitting down. I was just worried that it would drop everybody's energy. What do you think? A Lance of Hunchback would be even funnier. Not if you're on the other end of the Hunchback. Mitch is trying to proposition us. You got a better idea? Better not tell Emily we're her new stepmom. That is a common thing that we say while watching TV. Look, Emily, it's your new mommy. What do you think? Neither she or her mother finds that amusing. And I got to tell you, her sister and brother have all said, never make that joke again. Yeah, we have bar stools. That's what I sit on during the Friday night show. And what's interesting about that is, I don't know if you noticed, but eventually I have to stand up because it hurts my ass. You think sitting's an energy dropper? Well, that's why. But what we are going to do, I'm springing personally for some pads for everybody to stand on so their knees don't hurt so much. Can we have minds, tactics hidden that only each side know about? Yes. Yes, we want a real surprise. I like it. We're going to do that. What's written on your left arm? Words? None of your damn business. Where do you put all that alcohol? I have a wooden leg. What'd you throw at me, son? Don't make me get up. Don't throw stuffed animals at Daddy. That's so... You know what? I know where she sleeps, and I know she sleeps very soundly, so I suggest you not mess with Daddy. Anyway. So the bar stools are all right, but you got to be able to stand up once in a while, or we got to get pads for those things, because I'll tell you what, if you're my age, you can't handle it. I'm just... sorry, I found my physical limitations. Lord Commander, I miss Mech Commander 2, but it won't run on my computer. Any tips to hold me over under the Battletech game until the Battletech game comes out? Well, I'd try MechTech if I were you. Slower paced, of course, but still, it'll give you that feeling. If given a Telestrator, are you of the John Madden school of Telestrator? Oh, hell yeah, I'll draw cool stuff on there, too. A yoga ball. That would involve 5 yoga balls, and in my experience... If you're not ready for a yoga ball, you're not ready for a yoga ball. Problem with stools, when you stand up, the alcohol hits you. Amen to that, my friend. Now, let's see. That's what I'm worried about doing just one show. You guys are going to fall apart like at the 5 hours. Well, I didn't say 5 hour, but 4.5. Oh, well, thank you for the kind words about this being the best show ever. If there's something you want to talk about, bring it up. What the hell? You miss Mech Assault? Come on, you don't miss Mech Assault. You're one of the first people I ever heard. By the way, I enjoyed making that game. Quick story. Mech Assault had been in development for well over a year before I got involved in it. They said this needs to ship, and it needs to ship for Xbox Live. I don't know if you know this, but MechAssault was the very first multiplayer game ever on console, and it was the launch title for Xbox Live. I was just in a room with Robbie Bach, who used to be the president of Xbox Games, and he was the, what do they call that, chief Xbox officer. We were laughing about that because he had to do a demo of MechAssault one time, and he was using beta hardware, beta software, and he didn't know how to play the damn game. And as you might imagine, Bill Gates didn't really appreciate his particular demo. We got a good laugh over that. Can we get puppets that Nate would have to use to explain the story so far during Colony News? You know, I like that, because then I can say, Nate, show us on the puppet. Let's see. If there was one show, it'd have to be 5 hours. Bring back Mac to Battletech on PC. Thank you for that. First thing, Mech Commander 2 is one of my all-time favorite games. Second, next time I hop on a ferry, booze is on me. Amen to you, brother. Let's see. Incoming Mitch Tangent. There it was. You found it, but I thought it was entertaining. DFA is the best show, wide margin, no contest. I'm reading it out loud so I can understand what you're saying there. That's good. Thank you very much. Could use more Strix. Well, we talked about that. I think she's a good cast member and love having her on every show we can get her on. MechAssault wasn't terrible, wasn't quite Battletech. Oh, hell no. The thing I didn't mention was when they put me on MechAssault, they said, by the way, you have 5 months to ship this game. Like, all right. Go. And we sent an entire team out to the developer and said, go. And they spent 5 months in Chicago away from their families in order to ship that thing. You mixed that Xbox game. What was it called? Shadow Jog? Shadow Run? Something like that. Yeah, we're not getting into that one. That's a piece of my history we may do another time. Why won't MS re-release the MechWarrior games onto GOG? Because it's not in their best interest. That's that. And they've got better things to do with their time, and that's all there is to it. Let's see. Microsoft timetables. Exactly that. And yes, ouch, that deadline. That was what we call in the business a crunch. And we crunched our asses off. I remember when we finally delivered MechAssault to certification, it was on this big sort of hard drive. We said, here's MechAssault. And it was me and the test manager. We handed it off at the 11th hour, at the 11th day, or whatever the freak it was. Yay. And when we did that, we laid down in the parking lot exhausted, and no joke, in the middle of traffic, we just laid there until somebody finally honked the horn loud enough to get us out of their way. We were so exhausted. Commander, did you work on MechWarrior 4 as well? I'm afraid I did not. I wish I had, but I was working on Mech Commander 2 at the time, and so my friend TJ did that one. He was the project director at the time. I consulted, blah, 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 but I can't claim any responsibility for that game. You miss Crimson Skies? I miss Crimson Skies. Let's bring Crimson Skies back. That was when Jordan and I really got into the groove of working together. He brought me into FASA Interactive specifically to design and produce Crimson Skies, and he likes to say I was the co-creator. Let's face it, it was all his idea, but it's nice to take some credit. What else? You gotta stay till the power goes off. Do we need to send a recon mission towards you? You've been playing Crescent Hawk's Inception. That's a good one. Yeah, you can't... Well, actually, Revenge is more real-time. You could slow it down, so that's good. Mech Commander Gold works on Win 7. I worked my ass off on that. Crescent Hawk's nice. What did we do here? They gave me a 2-minute warning about a minute ago. You're new to Battletech, the video game world. What will you say is the most Battletech game of them all? The one we're making right now, to be honest. We're really trying to stay as true to the lore and the spirit of Battletech as we possibly can with that one. So I think you'll find that to be the case. Although I gotta tell you, man, I just loved being in Clan Wolf that one time. That was my favorite tutorial of all time. Just having my commanding officer yell at me and telling me I was a piece of crap during that tutorial. I love that. What else we got here? You want an official Crimson Skies game? Cross your fingers. We'll see what happens. Can you do some giveaways on Tuesdays? I can name, make it live on Friday. You know what? I love giveaways, and we'll see what we can do. All right, we're bringing it down to the wire, kids. Let's get some more stuff up here. You fear MS? Do not fear MS. Don't fear MS. But no, they're not going to support GOG. It's not in their best interest. Let's see. You like PC Crimson Skies? Great personality. Yeah, they were created by two different development teams, the PC Crimson Skies and the High Road to Revenge, two different teams. Let's see. Bear Cub here. We need more Ghost Bear. Yeah, well, just give us more time, because I guarantee we're going to get the clans into our Battletech game after a while. In success, all things are possible. MechWarrior 2 introduced me to Novas. They're still my baby out of all the mech. Oh, my favorite mech, honestly, is the Raven. I don't think it's going to be popular with everybody. Jump-capable Raven, that was my joint. More alcohol from the Lord Commander. Does everybody know the address here where we can send booze? If not, I'll have an intern make a run. What else? You like the MechWarrior Mercs titles. That's right. You like Black Knight, for example? Clan Chocolat. Platypus. I won't forget now. All right. Yeah, I know I hit the damn mic again. So be it. I'm trying to lean in so I can see the damn chat. Mercs are the best. Agreed. There's a PC Crimson Skies. Oh, there was. It was actually developed locally here by Zipper Interactive. They're the ones who did MechWarrior 3, by the way. All right, what a guy. Double PPC with jump jets, blah, blah. More firepower. You love that crab. The King Crab? Because that's one of my favorite pieces of Battletech art ever, done by the fabulous Mike McCain, who is the game director for our Battletech game, and you'll be seeing him tomorrow in his pretty Punim. Oh my gosh, what a glorious man he is. Will you ever join Viking Lass in painting the mechs on Wednesday? I have no talent, but that doesn't mean I won't show up. I can't play very well either, but you don't see that stopping me. Yeah, I love the crabs. Give them to me. Let's see. DFA needs MechWarrior 3 soundboard. Are you telling me I'm relieved of duty? All right. Well then, everybody, that's it for this episode of what do we call this thing? Colony News! It was great spending time with you, but I'm going to go prepare for the game and make sure we're all set and have one or two more drinks, and I will see you on the Yojimbo. Taking off. Joe, take us out. Aloha.